Hey all, Christoph here. There was some discussion around onboarding for Nostr not being super intuitive and how that's kind of a blocker and we need more design. And this is exactly something I've been thinking about since, I don't know, November or so, or October. So when I first set up my Nostr account, I thought it was just a gigantic mess, which it kind of is. And that's kind of the fun part because this whole thing, the protocol, all this stuff evolving, but I instantly thought, no normal person will start using this. And then we started doing design work with Wallet Scrutiny, who's building a commenting feature based on Nostr, and I was designing some of this. It also became super obvious that when you're trying to leave a comment and you want to log in with Nostr, that we need a proper introduction. You can't just paste in a private key. It's just not going to make sense to people. So I started tinkering around with the design, good amount over December pretty much, and started messing around with code a little bit as well, but it's pretty far from being done. But I just wanted to share my thinking here. So here's kind of a landing page, Nosta. I have the domain nosta.me. It's basically, the whole purpose is just to set up your profile and look at it, and that's kind of it. And you can customize it because this whole thing should be a little bit more expressive. So I threw some images, some AI generated images here in the background. So I can create a new profile because the login options, browser extensions seem like you can enter my private key, Nostr Connect, that type of stuff. And then we have a few different states here. It's kind of less interesting. The primary thing is really this flow here, and that is the onboarding. So let's say I want to create a profile. I got a nice little welcome message here, like, awesome, thanks for joining. Let's go through a few steps. Who are you? Enter a little bit of information about yourself. Then you have to enter a picture URL. Would be amazing if the service could also host images for you. That would make it easier, but initially maybe not. So you just paste in that URL, or you can skip it. Then you get to your recovery phrase, and that is pretty much taken straight from the Bitcoin design guide. So you get these 12 words, you write them down, you copy them, maybe you can have a print template, all the good stuff that's already in the design guide. Then I need to verify it as a verification step, also straight out design guide. Then private keys generated from it. The user kind of needs to know it because I think a lot of Nostr clients don't allow for recovery phrase input yet. So after you're done with your profile, you might take this, install Albi or something, and then paste in this key. Just need to tell people that, how to treat this. Then the public key. And I think there are a couple different ones. There's an npub and there's an nprofile and maybe something else. So that's the thing. Users just need to know that this is the thing that they need to share. Then I just called this handle, I think it's nip 4, 6, 15, something like that. It kind of looks like a Lightning address or an email. Ideally, the service could also just give you one, but initially, maybe not. And then you need to follow a few people. This is pretty rough. You might not have anyone. Maybe there are some pre-configured ones. Naturally, Bitcoin design, maybe something else that's fun. Also a link here for people where they can find others. Then if someone wants to enter a Lightning address, they can do that as well. And we can tell people where they could get one. Then you need to pick out some relays. And this is kind of a mess because it's kind of hard to figure out. Maybe we should just have 10 really good default ones. And these would be the ones that your content gets posted to. I think they're also saved to your profile, but kind of important. And it's kind of a key differentiator to Twitter, etc. You can choose where your content goes to. Then a quick review of all the information. And this one might not be called review. This should be the publishing. So it goes through all the relays you picked, and you can see, connecting to this one. Is there another design? Nope. Connecting to that one, publishing, got a publish error, it didn't work, try later, try again. And then ideally you just have 10 checkboxes here at the end. And it says, sweet, your profile was saved. Now let's take a look at it. Or maybe straight out import it to some clients and some activities. Here you might get a I think it would be cool in the end if you had a little bit of a directory. All of these apps here, they're Twitter clones in a way, but there are other fun activities, other things you could potentially do, and maybe there could be some explanation here. And that's kind of it. And then, of course, once you edit your profile, if you have an existing one, maybe it's more straightforward. You put in a banner, which is not even in this flow up here. Like I said, it's all kind of rough. Then the other thing is that, you know, your profiles could look really cool. Maybe you can choose different themes. So that could be a default one here. You have a winter one, you have the city one, flowers, or whatever you, or just simply black and white, but instead of just black and white, we put in a little bit of cream and a little bit of matte texture here and things. Just keeping it fun and interesting. And so I'm going to switch over to the browser. So this is at nosta.me/carnage@nostrplebs. So this is kind of working here. So let me just refresh it real quick. Kind of works. Sometimes it just doesn't load anything because it doesn't know what relays or whatnot. So this here is Carnage. You can see the follows are not really loading right now, but you can see all of their little properties here. They have a handle. They have an what's it called? Lightning address, website, all of this stuff. You can see who they follow. And they don't have any relays posted here. I don't know why not. There's some stuff you can do. I can open their profile on other sites. I can share it using my default client. I can download the profile info. That'd be kind of cool too. And then let's say I want to see, you know, someone else's. Let's see, I want to see this person's profile. And, you know, maybe they've set up a different profile. Maybe they think this one's cool. Or actually, maybe this colorful one is nice that we'd like. And I can check in which relays I'm currently connected to, which is like a shit ton because, sorry, using language here in the video. But not really, I mean, maybe ideally all of this stuff could be hidden, but I don't really know if that's possible. You can tell here, could not connect. I can click it, tries to connect again, it just doesn't work. A lot of them just don't work sometimes, you know, big problem. And then there's a search where you could just enter profile information, which, you know, it's not super intuitive because we have this weird mix of weird ideas and strings and handles and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of it. You know, I'm really enjoying building this profile stuff here, and it's kind of fun. But recently, I just, especially the last month or so, I just didn't have time to push anything forward. Would be amazing to really build this out, the design here, and also, you know, have kind of a server version here where you can upload your own image, where you can define a handle, where you pick a name and it creates this one for you here. So I'd love to see this, and I feel like something like this could really help make profile creation, which is the primary, most essential thing that anyone has go through, that can set up people for success or failure afterwards, and be a great entry point into this rich ecosystems that's emerging here. Would be great to really nail this in just the right way. So that's it. Just wanted to share that since the topic came up. Would be cool. I'd love to see this fully come to life. But kind of doing this, did a lot of this over Christmas and, you know, some weekends, evenings, late nights here and there. And right now I don't really have the time to push it forward. But maybe someone wants to collaborate on this. Would be cool. So hope it's helpful. Thanks.